Okay, here's a picture that a friend of mine made. Just as a little dig, a little goofy picture. Cross bacon, so delicious it's evil. Okay, so the first thing is, it seems that there's some arguing going on my page from another guy that comes over and I don't understand. I don't get it. You know what? Look. I am the most thin-skinned bitch on YouTube. All you guys know how pissed off I get at the drop of a hat, and I'll cut somebody off if you don't agree with me, which is completely wrong, but you guys know that's how I am. So most of you that have been around me long enough already know this. You know, to compare me against somebody else is really dumb, because I'm really not any smarter than anybody else, and I've said that a bunch of times, and I appreciate some of you guys sticking up for me, but you don't need to, because I'm just a dude that's just researching, that's all. I'm nothing. I'm just a guy, and a real thin-skinned one. So I got a lot of faults, and I can easily and readily admit them. So, you know, to be fair, usually I'm not fair. You know, so you want to talk about duality. You know, I'm the only guy that can cut myself down and then cut you down at the same time. So, you know, it's not right, but it's what I do. So I get a lot of help from a lot of different sources, and there's a lot of really good people on YouTube. But there's also a lot of ego that goes with YouTube. And I had to figure that out the hard way, because for about the first 2 years or 3 years, all I did is fight with people. And eventually it became evident that it's just pointless. You know, your work will stand for itself. Nobody needs to prove themselves. Your work will stand for itself. Either people will see what you're talking about or they won't. So, you know, there are many, many, many people on here that are way more advanced than I am, for sure. I am just a guy that just sees things and I just present it, that's all. I'm not a guru, I'm not a prophet, I'm nothing. Okay? I'm a zero. Okay? I'm not even a 1 and a 0. I'm not even binary, I'm a nothing. Okay? And that's not being humble, that's being honest. I just see things because I just pay attention to things. You know, there's no divine intervention making me see this, so I do appreciate some of you sticking up for me, but don't. You don't need to. My work will bear itself out, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So anyway, I just wanted to relate the story about when I went. Now, you know that I have a Mini Cooper. It's a little teeny car. I have an original. It's a 74. It's way smaller than the real Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper that they have now, I mean, is really a BMW. The one I got is British Leyland. It's a totally different company. They're not even in business anymore. So it's a very cool little car. It'll hold 4 6-foot guys. Those of you that are in England that watch my videos, you know what it is. It gets great gas mileage, and it's a hoot to drive, and I put some numbers on it, so it looks kind of cute. So when you have these type of vehicles, you need to be around other people that have these type of vehicles, because they know the ins and outs and little tricks to make them run better, and where to get stuff cheaper, and just where to get stuff. So I went to a mini meeting. I joined a club. So I go. This is Twilight Zone shit here. So I go there, and I meet the guy that's in charge of it, and so they introduced me, and then I was talking to some old guy. This is where it starts to get weird. And I told him, I said, you know, I'm looking for more power, because you can get real big engines to put in these little teeny little cars. And I said, I'm looking for some more power. And the guy says to me, first thing he says is, have you tried M squared? And so I thought, okay, this is weird. And I just said, no. And so then they said, okay, let's start the meeting. So the guy that was in charge got up and he goes, I just want to run by you the event that we had up in New York. And he said that they had some kind of drawing, and they put numbers in a thing, and they pulled the numbers out, you know. And so the guy goes, the first number that we pulled out was 33. Okay, so immediately one eyebrow goes up. Then he goes, the second number we pulled out was 33. Okay, now both of my eyes are up. Then he goes, the third number, and I'm telling you this is the truth. Okay, he goes, the third number we pulled out is 33. And right at that moment, it's the one time when I interjected. I said, "Excuse me, was this guy a Nephilim by any chance this winter?" Because they said he was a big guy out of Canada, which is the north, right? I said, "Was this guy a Nephilim?" And then like a couple of people laughed, and then he said, "And the fourth number was 3." So I'm going, okay, this is weird. So then there was this younger guy, whose dad, who has a bunch of parts, he got up and he said, you know, well, me and my dad went to this rally. And they had some kind of contest where, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain this, but I'm just going to tell you what he said. He said, in the rally, you had to put six apples in the car. Then you had to go down the hill, and there was a pole at the bottom. You had to go around the pole 15 times. Okay? Then you shot off, and he said that there was a spinning disc, and you had to get out with some ink and put it on this disc. And then he said, once you took off from there, you had to go until you got to the end of the rainbow. And when you got to the end of the rainbow, you had to run up and pull the light switch, the key, you know, those chains, the chain on the lighthouse to light it up. Now I'm thinking, okay, this is getting way out of hand. You know, and everybody's like nodding their head. I'm going, what the fuck is going on here? So then, the girl that's the sister to the kid that's talking comes over to me and says, my dad's got a lot of parts for these cars. He'll be back tomorrow. He's in Ohio at a wedding with the mother. And they said that there was so many minis in this one cul-de-sac where they actually changed the name to Mini Avenue, right? And she tells me, she goes, yeah, there's 9 people in there that all have minis. And then she goes, that's funny, isn't it? I went, yeah, real funny. So then if that's not bad enough, here comes this Little League team. Now we were at a Portillo's. If you don't know what that is, it's like a glorified hot dog stand. It's like a restaurant where you can order anything from spaghetti to hot dogs, whatever. So here comes this baseball team. And it's the Little League. And as soon as I saw them, they were a Canadian team. That was the outfit they were wearing. And the first kid that came through, and I looked and I said, don't even do it. First kid that walked through had a 3. The second kid that walked through had a 9. And the third kid that walked through had a 6. And I said, okay, this is bizarre. And then the guy that was, the kid that was originally speaking said, oh yeah, I got to throw one more thing in about the rally. If you come in at a 45-degree angle, be careful because the door could get locked. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? What did I just hear? But now listen, they're having a party in 2 weeks, and if I go to this party, which is at the guy's house, and there's a big purple fucking paper mache piñata in the shape of an X, I'm kicking somebody's ass. This was so surreal. I don't even know how to explain it. And I know that it happened because I got their phone numbers programmed in my phone. I mean, it was, everything that I just told you is the absolute truth. That's why I was like, I didn't even say anything about it last night because I sat and pondered on it trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. So that's the story. So, you know, I'll let you know what happens at the party. But, I mean, that is just, that, I must say, of all the things that have happened to me, and believe me, you know, alive, I had a lot of things happen to me. That is the weirdest. It was like the guy was speaking in 2 different languages. He was speaking in numbers, and he was speaking in English. So I know what the 33 is, and I know the numbers involved with it. What the fuck he was saying, I have no idea. But it was like I was in a room full of aliens, and that's how they talk. I don't know. I don't want to point fingers, because everybody was very nice and helpful. Aside from that weird debacle, but whatever. So that's the story. So, you know, I'll let you know what happens at the party. And for fuck's sake, stop arguing on here. Take it from me. I'm the biggest crybaby on here. It ain't worth it. Just let it go. Anyway, that's the story. I'll keep making vids and trying to send out more info. Bye.